Hello there. What I'm about to say, many of you won't believe, but I've got to put it out there anyway, because my friends and family would not believe what's happened to me in the last few months. My name is Psyche KO. I'm an unknown artist, and I'd like to show you step by step what I've been working on for the past 5 years, and also reveal to you why I'm in fear of my life. As I said before, my name is Psyche KO, and I'm an unknown artist. And the reason I'm making these videos is manyfold. I'd like to show you my creative process, but also I'm in fear of my life because my studio has been violated, my home, my security system, and being an unknown artist, even though much more unknown than Banksy, all the crimes that I've committed, I'm afraid that they might be revealed soon due to this stalker. The art that he's stolen, or she, or it, maybe it's a robot, still has my fingerprints on it, even though it's been stolen and taken across the world, put in various sites. I know there's clues that maybe you, people out there in the world, could help try to make this right. There's Easter eggs, but I don't know what we're celebrating. Maybe there's something that I could do to give you an incentive to try to help me with this problem. But no matter what happens to me, at least I'll leave behind these recordings to show my thought process and to maybe prove to everyone else that I really didn't go insane. That I really wasn't just speaking gibberish. Psyche KO here again. What you're going to see on these videos are a behind the scenes look at my creative process, both the online studio, some of the software I use, as well as how the real world art becomes digital and vice versa. I hope that you will join my inner sanctum and look at me on Patreon and follow along this journey. I promise you there will be lots of surprises along the way if I don't lose my mind first. What did the intruder leave behind this time? Left behind lots of pictures, bizarre pictures of things I didn't understand. I'm not sure if they were murder photos or what. Some sort of abstract surrealism. I don't know if it was roadkill or some sort of worship in a church, maybe a roadkill church. Suffice it to say that my art has been stolen. If you find it, please email me or leave a message somehow on this video and try to make an arrangement to get it back. I can't afford much of a reward, but could give you more access to the inner sanctum of the studio. There will also be music and videos, art in all its forms. Thanks again for listening. And now I'm going to show you some of the things that I've been working on for the last 5 years. This is the name that I made up a long time ago um, in efforts to hide my identity. I'll bring some of these up higher. Never mind. These aren't my photos. And this isn't even my name. I don't know where everything has went. Oh, I've been hacked. I imagine you can all relate to that. This is not the planet we were looking for. But at least we're together, right, babe? 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 I guess that's as large as the image will be on the computer, which is sad. I guess if you would like to see it closer, I could edit it. Like for example, this image here was a baby doll and part of a plastic flower. It just got squeezed and manipulated, distorted. A lot of mirror effects on this one. In later videos, I'm going to show you my process, but today I just thought I would give you a look at some of the things that I've been working on. I really like how those are drippy. It's so easy with the digital studio tools of PixArt or CorelDRAW or whatever program. It's so easy to experiment and come up with multiple versions of a theme, and it just blows away traditional. I still like working with traditional media, but you can almost see like a face in here and stuff. And being able to show my whole process is also good for me, because sometimes I can make something and look at it a few months later and think, okay, I don't remember how I started that. I don't remember what effects, because it makes a big difference what order you do your effects. It's a ghostly image. It's a long story to that image that I'll do at another date. See how long this video is getting. I guess I can't even tell by looking at this. Oh, there it is down there. Okay, 6 minutes. Go a few more minutes. And I'm planning on adding video and also putting some musical videos in here as well. That's just the same one with some different effects. And that's kind of an earlier version. I can't remember if maybe that was a picture of some guitars or what. Please send me an email if any of you watching this are interested in any of my art. I have an exclusive discount for anybody that supports my Patreon, or even just sends an email. Yeah, as I'm looking at these, I'm remembering in some ways how they were created. I have a couple of other sites that I've never really sold anything on. I've only had 3 public displays of my art, so it just seemed like kind of a waste of time, so that's why I'm just sharing things online now. This one's pretty gritty. Um, I can show you some of these images closer up. I don't know how many of these there are, but I'm going to cut this off in 2 or 3 more minutes. Well, that's another mirror effect. I'll have to blank my face out of that one. Kind of like some raindrop effects. You can see a noose behind there as well, and I think a flower or something up there, maybe a seashell. There's better. That's a better one. It's the beginning of something, I think. Not sure what. I must have really liked it. Now, looking over some of these things, you're just like, what was I thinking? Really wasn't thinking at all. It's mostly just a stress reliever and trying to make sense of the senseless. I get a weird satisfaction out of just staring at things and seeing patterns. You'll notice I have, and there's what it originally started from right there, which in some way kind of has a little bit of Asian, some of those brush strokes and everything. I struggle on words in art. Sometimes I want to scratch some words on there, but then usually I just leave it empty. That's one that I actually did sell at an art show. Well, we're up to almost 10 minutes now, so I'm going to cut this off and look at a couple more. That one was fun to make. Kind of an owl theme with some hands and some finger painting, then digitalized it. Don't know. It's better. The brighter one is much better. So attached to things, I just save everything. Man, it's really neat for me to look at these again. It's been so long since I've seen any of this stuff. Wow. Brings back a lot of memories. Friendships that I had back in that time. It's been over a year ago. You can see the face right here, face right there, face right there. Like that. Face kind of spread out a little bit more. And then not so much face there. Kind of an abstract face. Those images there were probably before the ones you saw first, kind of the opposite order. It's a very abstract beginning there, and the faces came later. So many different ways that you can mess with something. And that's what I'm going to get into in some of my later videos as we explore this mystery of what's invaded my mind and my living space. Anyway, I think that right there will be a good one. It's kind of a big time collage. It'll be a good one to stop with and pick up later. April 23rd, 2017. Yeah. Guess all these were uploaded April 23rd, 2017. So glad this computer is working back here in my studio. Wasn't sure how the desktop with Wi-Fi was going to work. It's working pretty darn good. All right. Thanks for watching and listening. And Psyche KO signing out. Please like and subscribe and share. Appreciate all your support. And anything you can do to help me get to the bottom of this mystery would be great. Hey guys, Psyche KO back here again today. Just wanted to pause and reflect on something today. And it's basically the fact that mental illness doesn't run in my family or even trot. It basically gallops and probably has for generations, probably on both sides of the family. Nothing to be ashamed of, but still, it's a stigma in our society. And maybe all this stuff about the break-ins and the bizarre things that I've seen left behind, and maybe it is all in my head. That's what I'm saying. It's just something to ponder and wonder about. I've tried to make sense of the senseless my whole life, and pretty much never accomplished it. Haven't achieved mastery in any area. Just basically average, boring guy living an average, boring life. Maybe you could write a song about that, if it already hasn't been done. Crude attempt at humor, no pun intended. Just taking a look at these. There's some really, really bad stuff going on here in some of these images. I remember how they were made. I don't know why there's two together there, though. I guess I did collages of some of this stuff. Kind of a owl with some female parts. Don't really remember what was going on this time in my life. Might have blacked out a few times. So now the intruder has started leaving behind tapes. Sometimes it's a videotape, sometimes it's a bizarre audio tape. Sometimes it's music. I'm going to share those with you guys pretty soon. I need to get all this done quickly because I really don't think I'm going to be here much longer. Not only do I have these intruders and followers, but I also have some severe health issues that are going on. And leaving behind this record, this diary of sorts, is something that my child could explore later on after I leave this world. I'll get deeper and deeper into that. It's some of the motivation behind the things that I'm doing right now. Anyway, lots of ideas and some trees there. Can't remember what this came from exactly, but I think it was some old stuff that I just kind of messed around with, kind of a timekeeper clown figure. Echoes of Bohemian Grove, 24/7, time stopping, who knows what the hell. Pretty dark there. This is kind of a landscape that was tweaked with the digital. I think it started as just a regular landscape photo with some weeds, maybe some trees. I can't even remember how this started, but just some color combos. It's fun. Probably this could have been 100 different ways, but somehow that blend worked out pretty good. There's another one. Don't like that one as much. when you see these in a series, usually the last one is or the first one that you see is the last one that I did. Just gave up after that. Now this is an interesting one because it really truly became as just a painting, traditional media painting on a wood board. Still have it somewhere around here. And when I was more into the art thing, I was going to have the traditional media and then have the digital media surrounding it, like maybe have 4 or 5 different digital images based upon the traditional media, like either around it or on the side of it, like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 digitals, and then have the traditional right here. Still probably do that at some point if I get more time to get back into the art stuff, do some art shows again. I don't know if there's much difference there, but see the army guy on the deck scoping out a cat or something, probably. I don't know. It's messing with the mirror effect. After I get through all these, there's another one of the snake hand face, whatever. Probably another one. Yeah. I kind of get obsessive over it. In some ways, I like that better. It's kind of a different abstraction. See the face? You can see it has, it's like a jewelry holder. It looks kind of like a shoe at the bottom. I don't even know. And there's that. I must have liked those colors too. There's several different versions. Kind of see a face or echoes of an eyeball or something there. I don't really remember how that started exactly. Now this is a traditional collage that got digitalized. Why the same thing over and over again? I don't know. Maybe there's a slight difference there. You can really kind of see that better. And I think that's the actual traditional, just a beginning snapshot from the phone or whatever. Now that was a bird on a tree that still don't know what it was. It looked like kind of a cross between a hawk and an owl, huge wings. Former friend of mine gave me that image and told me to do something with it, which I did. But I wish I probably still do have the original image on my computer somewhere, but a longhorn. For those of you not familiar with the Texas area, I like these mirror effects because you can always see like something, just let your imagination wander. Anytime I use a mirror effect, I kind of think about Ed Hardy, but then I hate Ed Hardy. So, I don't know. Really like that. Yeah, some of these I look at them again and see that even less effects there, but just a little purple, just different strokes for different folks. I think that's the original image. And I believe that image came from, not from the phone. I might be wrong. That might be from the phone too. It's amazing how good our phones are these days. But I also do some DSLR with a Nikon 5300. I think I already showed another version of that earlier. One of my fans told me it's not, I guess she's a fan, she's a supporter of my work, told me it's not my job to judge my work, it's just my job to put it out there and create it. So I don't know how that works exactly, but anyway, let's see what the time has been here on this video. We got over 10 minutes again, so I'm going to wrap this up. I think I'm getting near the end of what I have saved on here. Another spiral theme. I think that's what it began from. Some of these effects are based upon like art movements. When I show you more of the PixArt, you'll see I guess the idea is to take a picture and just blur it out, maybe. I mean, not blur it out, but just hit the effect and boom, all of a sudden it's a Picasso, which doesn't quite work that way. But especially with some artists, I mean, can you imagine like a Pollock filter? I mean, come on now. It's crazy. Like how this one has got a different type of swirl, and then just really like that one. Just playing around. See, I think that was the first, and then can't think of the name of that movement, but anyway, just colors. As I go back, I'm starting to think, how did that even come from that? It's so dark, and really turn the light on. I must have. Okay, so this some traditional abstract stuff, collage. That's what all that other stuff started from, right there. I think that's a drop of something, perhaps. I don't know. Really fixated on the spirals and the water. Okay, there's something different. How about eye cones? No cone heads. I guess that's already been done too much. We've got eye cones. Not icons, eye cones. Alrighty then, I guess that's what we're going to stop with. Again, Psyche KO signing out. Thanks for checking this out and supporting my channel and Patreon and stuff. And you guys have a good day. See you next time.
Yes, the invaders are back. I don't know when it happened, but they had messed with my computer, and they had also messed with some of the new work that I was working on. Yeah. So I try to find where I left off here, explaining some of this stuff to you guys. Once again, you won't find these anywhere. These are private photos that haven't been shared anywhere else. As far as messing with stuff in the studio, what they wanted to mess with was the pictures of extraterrestrials and things like that. The more mystical the picture, the more they wanted to mess with it. So, needless to say, I haven't got much sleep lately, ever since the latest invasion. So, I'm not able to use my dual screen. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh well. So last time I'm trying to find the image that I stopped with last time. Like I said, my computer's been messed with. I was working on a piece, there it is. I was working on a piece entitled Little Allie Gets Her First Human Teeth, which it's I'll put it in here probably. It's if I edit this anymore. It's basically kind of a crazy alien picture with some snaky fingers, and I put some human teeth, but they're actually candy teeth from Halloween. Anyway, they did some things to that picture that I didn't, that I know I didn't do it. So right here is where we're at, I think. This little coffee cup and stuff. What's cool about that coffee cup in the first picture is this little thing back here that just really creepy. I always like seeing those kind of like ghostly images or suggestions, and digital really brings a lot of that out too. So this video will be kind of short because I'm going to try to get my OBS working, but I'm going to go through a few of these. That last one was just an effect with distort effect again. More landscape stuff. I don't know. I bought some. Why is that not moving on? I bought some books at a library sale from old artists, like Edward Hopper and I don't know, like 17th, 18th century artists, and really was enjoying using some of those images to manipulate and play with. I originally wanted to cut some out and do some collage work with them, but finally just decided I didn't want to cut the books up because they're so nice. Maybe later on I will, but I just opted to just take pictures and do collages that way. I really like that one. Those colors don't seem like they should even go together, and then you have this one pink line in the middle. This is the kind of thing that if I could afford it, I would make a really good digital print of it and then paint on top of it. Maybe go through that process 2 or 3 times to really just kind of confuse the viewer and show more of the creative process. I think this might be the Grand Canyon or something. Or no, that's not. This is a local area, local hiking area. That's where this is. Wow. But I guess maybe it kind of reminded me of the Grand Canyon. Yeah, that's what this is. I need to get the original picture, and if it's not in this list here, I need to get the original picture and show that to you. Yeah, I really obsessed over it for a while. I don't know what to say about that. Just a kind of a throw up of color, I guess. Looks like kind of a cross in there. See, I like this better. It kind of brought out, now I remember how this was made. This was actually started from traditional media as well, and actually some painter's canvas and a bunch of plastic flowers and pieces of wood, basically. There it is, boom. Now, don't think you could probably ever sell that, because it's since been destroyed anyway, but who knows? If I put it in a really nice frame, and like I said, who knows? Really was fun doing that, though. That's sometimes you do art just to have fun, and don't even worry about what it's going to end up like, because it can always change, especially when you're looking at the digital aspects of, changing it from traditional to digital anyway. It really frees you up even more if you're thinking about selling your work. You might only just sell it as a t-shirt or something, or just a digital print. Oh, look, see, it's been about 7 minutes. I like that too. Of course, I like everything probably, but some of them just really jump out better, and I don't know why this thing is slowing down today. It was doing good the other day. See, that's the same thing, but without the wood in it yet. Yeah, kind of brought the face. It's kind of like a little bit of a face in there. If you look at it, I don't know. Just playing with effects. Just keep on playing. Kind of interesting, kind of an old paper look to it. Oh, now I remember what that's from. I still actually have the work that this came from. Kind of changed. There, I think that's the original canvas actually, just that it started with. Kind of a little Gerard Richter something going on there. I don't know. It's nice to compare oneself to Gerard Richter, even though that's probably the most insane comparison ever. The process is the same anyway, a lot of scraping and blending. It's really neat to watch him work. Uses these big, long pieces of board and squeegees, and he started off doing photography stuff. But anyway, if you've never heard of him, he's one of the most famous German artists of the recent era. Okay, that was some collage stuff. Yeah. What a mess. I don't know why things are hanging up a little bit today. Maybe because it's a Saturday. Anyway, let's just keep going through these. Well, there you can kind of see where it begins with the words and everything in there. There you go. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That's what that echoes out. I haven't really shared this with any of you, but in my former life, I was a therapist, a counselor, whatever you want to call it, behavioral health clinician, and that's where I really started to see the power of art and how it could help heal people. So as I go on through this mysterious diary of sorts that I've been putting out, I'm going to share more of that with you, because that's been a huge portion of my life for the last 20 years, and have some things that I could share. So I hope you guys enjoy that too. There we go. We'll have some. I don't even know what you would say about that. Kind of getting into the animal and beautiful women's body theme. And this is an attempt to try to make something like, I don't know, like a little scary monster out of this. I don't know. I promise I wasn't taking any kind of illegal substances while making these. maybe a little alcohol, which I'm really trying to slow down on. That's another thing that I'll get into as this goes on, is some of the things I've struggled with in my life and how art has really helped me. I almost said conjure those demons, but I should say exorcise those demons. Oh my gosh, so many of these things. Yeah, a lot of spirals going on here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's where it kind of started from. Oh, that's a different level of creepy. I have no idea how that started or even what's behind it. Like some trees. Maybe it was a tree. Yeah, it was a tree. I got a lot of these too. It's all the same image, just manipulated. Now I remember where that was at, another local hiking area. Yeah, there you go, boom. That's what it started from, and that's total crazy collage stuff. And anyway, I think that's probably about 10 minutes, and 13 minutes, sorry. That's it for now. Thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe, and also listening and commenting and all that good stuff. I appreciate your support, and please take a look at my Patreon or my website. You guys have a good day.